Okay, so let's have a look at some of the ways that you can use messenger chatbots to get real estate leads. So one of the ways is you throw it on a page, and rather than having people go to an open listing page where they can just get all the information for free, do a pre-listing first. So in other words, for the first, say, 3 or 4 days of the listing, people can only get it through a Facebook ad, and they come on to a landing page, sort of like this one here, where there's nothing but the house. And they can either get it via email or via messenger. So if they click on that, that'll then deliver a PDF with the photos, or we can go into a chatbot sequence and have a look at that. So I'm just going to launch one here that's on the homepage of info2me.com. So if you just come over here, you can grab any of these demos. There's videos of them here. So let's just launch it. You'll see that it'll say message sent, and you'll hear it go ping as it arrives in Messenger. I've got my phone volume turned down. It has actually arrived. Okay, so the purpose of this one is it's a lead generation. Now ignore that picture. This is how the message would normally start. Something like this, a welcome message, and then you just say, yes, I would like the info now. Okay, so it's going to deliver a 5 things you must do before you list your home for sale. First step is to do your research. Do you know the average price yet? Yes, I do. Okay. Are there good and bad areas? Ooh, haven't checked that. A good idea. Okay, unsure. So then it shows a picture of a bad area, just so that they know they should do their research. Okay. Do you know these good and bad areas? No. Good idea. Better check that. Okay. Are there suitable transport options? Yes. Okay, so that shows them, a map, and it says, how do commute times compare to similar locations? Oh, that's a good idea, better check that. Okay, don't know. What are the services, school shops, and other amenities of the area like? They're great. I've already looked into those. So then it brings up a map showing their suburb or area where they're doing their lead gen. It's got all the secondary schools, the airport, the food, university, hospital. Okay, so they relate, those codes up there relate to the things down here. Will you have services in your area that you need for the next 5 to 7 years? Yes. Would you like to go to the next tip? Now, the reason that's in there in lead gen is we want them to say yes a number of times, okay? Because then we're going to ask them for their contact details. So, it says, have clear goals. Picture a goal. Do you know what you're trying to achieve by moving? Yes. Okay. I'm moving for work. Right? Do you know where you are trying to move to? Yes. We have an error there I need to correct. Do you know if the area you want to move to will allow you to attain those goals? Yes. Do you know what time frame applies? Yes, I need to move by January for the kids' school. Okay. Have you estimated your changeover costs? Oh, yeah, I suppose I have. Okay. Have you got your finance approved? Yes. Now, by the way, with any of these, this one's just a chatbot that's sort of giving them ideas. But with any of these, if you use a different style of button, you can actually take them to a different sequence depending on their answer. Would you like the next tip? Okay, so again, we're trying to get them to say yes. Okay, for the property you'll be leaving, have you ensured it will be able to pass the pest inspection? Oh, good idea. Okay, ensured it will be able to pass a building inspection? Yes. Chosen a solicitor to prepare contracts or a lawyer? Yes. Ensured locks and windows and doors work and are secure? Oh, no, I haven't done that. I'll add that to my to-do list. Repaired items that look damaged or dirty? Yes, done that. Fixed leaky taps, toilets, removed water damage, etc. Great idea. Done it. Had the carpets, walls and exterior cleaned? Oh, no, I haven't. I'll do that. I'll get the front of the house cleaned. Prepared the front of the property to look great for photos and drive-by traffic. People judge a book by its cover. No, I haven't done that. I'll do that. Now, by the way, this is great because they can scroll back through and see their own answers over here at any time. And so can the agent if they go into the Facebook, the Page app. Okay. Would you like the next tip? Yes, I would. Okay, so now they've said yes 3 times. Okay, so preparing you and your loved ones for your move. Have you made arrangements for children? Yes. Okay, have you prepared yourself psychologically for the emotional attachment you may have to the property, the people, or the area? Now, by the way, this is just a demo, okay? So you might think some of these are irrelevant, but what we would do is test a few of these on different audiences and see how they go. Test a long one, a medium one, and a short one, and just see which one generates the most leads. And any of these types of questions could be customized. Have you taken photos of your cherished memories? Yes. Have you prepared yourself for ways to meet with new people upon arrival via social activities, clubs, and events? No. But good idea. I'll do that when I get there. Would you like the next tip? Yes. So they've now said yes to us 4 times. Okay, so if you answered yes to a lot of the previous questions or feel comfortable, you are ready. Then it is time to prepare and find an agent. Right? So the most important agent to contact first is the selling agent. Depending on your location, the agent will give you an estimate of your properties, yada, 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 yada. Would you like to know more? Yes, I would. It's got a picture of a guy painting. It says, ask an agent for recommendations on what... Now remember, we're not selling here. We're trying to be helpful, okay? So ask an agent for recommendations on what you should and should not spend money. And straight away they're thinking, hey, that's a great idea. Some property agents will suggest spending money on paint and carpets. Others agents would prefer you not to. Okay? So immediately we've put them into a situation where they need our advice. Right? Would you like to know more? Yes, I would. So then it says, good idea. Presenting the property for a new owner can make significant differences to the value of a buyer perceives. Da, 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 da. You need to think about having a storage location to declutter. Da, 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 da. Would you like to know more? Yes. Okay, and then it goes on about presenting the front of the property and how important that is. It says that people won't inspect if the front of the property is not good. It says, and then again, we're telling them, hey, it's a good idea to ask an agent. So now they've agreed with us many times. They know that there's these questions they have that are unanswered. And now we're telling them again that, it's a good idea to ask your agent this, exactly how to prepare the front of the property for optimal appeal. Would you like to know more? Yes. So we're being very super helpful. Okay. For an agent you are comfortable with, who is open, honest, and frank about things with you. Find an agent. When discussing price, it is important to understand some agents will overestimate. So we're building trust here, right? This is why it's extremely important to discuss the listing price in relation to recent sale prices. So then we give them a solution. So problem, solution. We'll keep giving problem, solution. Would you like to know more about staging your property for sale? Of course I do. Okay, it's time to get busy and declutter. We show them a picture of why, straight away. That's not their junk. So their junk they're going to be used to looking at, whereas this junk here is going to offend them. And they're going to go, oh, wow, that's how people might perceive me. Right, so presentation, presentation, presentation. Remove all clutter, remove all family photos, and then we want the buyer to walk in and feel da-da-da-da-da. Would you like to know more? Of course they do. Because we're telling them how to get more money for their property. So we have a photo of a property and we say, house staging tips, boost curbside appeal. So we've got 7 tips there. Would you like to know more? Now, of course they do. That's valuable information. They're going to love that. Okay. Okay, so more house staging tips. Lovely photo of a dining table and how to present it. Clear away all clutter, remove all family photos, etc., etc. Have gender-neutral master bedrooms, da-da-da-da-da. And it says, would you like to know more? Yes. So now they've said yes to us about 8 times. And then we say, picture of ready, and we say, you are now more knowledgeable, so we're building up trust and relationship again, and we're letting them know that, hey, we've just given you something of value. It's time for it to get a second opinion. So this is our call to action. Okay, it's time now to call an agent and get customized presentation tips, advice, figures to start your journey. Would you call us or have us call you for a second opinion? Some advice on staging and discussion about recent sales in your area. So I'm linking back. Remember I told them they had to get, because some agents will not give them honest opinion, they needed to get information about recent sales. So we gave them a problem and we left this bit of an open loop for them, and now we're solving that problem. So now they're going to either go call now, in which case it's going to launch a call now thing, which it did, but my computer's not set up, or they can go please call me. Now if you go that, it's going to go into a sequence of questions. What is the best phone number to get you on? Okay, so I'm just going to, let's just delete that and go, we'll just make one up. Okay. What day should we call today? What email can we use to send information or confirm times? Let's just go example@example.com. Okay. Yes, I'll send my location. Allow. I've got to allow it. Okay. So then I go send. So now it sends a map of my location, which is up there. And then it says, thank you. Thanks, Matthew. I hope you have really gained some valuable information today, and we look forward to chatting with you soon. If you do need anything, feel free to call us on da-da-da-da-da, and then there's a call now button that they can click to call. And that's how easy it is to create a lead gen. Now, I've got other examples on the website, so if you head on over to info-to-me.com, then you're going to find various examples as you scroll down the page. And you don't actually have to click them and send them all to your messenger. You can if you like. But alternatively, you can just click on these play buttons and they'll show you. Now, there's hundreds and literally hundreds of options here. You know, if you had a development like this one is, what you can do is you can just watch it for a sec. So you can, these are text-based answers, so it's using keywords to answer them. And we just train it by, every time it asks someone a question and we don't have the answer, we'd end up with no response there, and they'd ask another question. And we just go through and keep plugging in the responses. So what we do is we hand it to, say, 20 of your office staff and say, ask it questions, and they do so, and we just write responses to those questions. And then, obviously, we test it with customers that you might know or friends or whatever. We keep doing that, and then we come up with the perfect solutions to all the questions they might ask about that particular property. Okay, so that's some of how you can use it, guys. And you know, it's the perfect lead gen. You've got it in Messenger, and then you can use the Pages app on your iPad or phone and go in, and you can actually view the whole conversation, and you can live chat with the person. If they're on chatting right there and then, you can actually interrupt the chat and say, hey, it's, you know, Max here from such and such realtor, would you like me to help you? Or you can wait till they've completed it, and then you can view the conversation, see which properties they clicked on. I'll just show you this example up the top. So if we go right up the top, we've got a video here that shows the demo. Just click play. And what it does, so I'll just rewind it, they come to a web page and they click on send a messenger, and it happens, and then it shows them properties and they can swipe across. Then they can click on more info if they want. They get the more info, swipe across, look at all the photos of each room, and then they go inquire now. Okay, so there's another type of lead gen. Now, when it comes to creating lead gen for sales, then what you want to do is, you know, have a lead gen about preparing your property for sale, getting the most for it, recent sales in the area, anything that's going to make them want to click on it, and then take them through a sequence, and then leave some open loops with them, give them some value, and then ask them for the contact or to get a second opinion. And this one here was for the buyers, and what they do is they go past a property. Here's the diagram here. They go past a property, they see the code on the sign there, they punch in the code, delivers it to them on the phone. You can see it on Pages, and then you can contact the buyer. So if that's pretty cool, head on over to info2me.com, take a look, have a look at the videos, have a look at the demonstrations, and if you like what you see there, contact us and we'll see what we can do to help you out. We do get booked out fairly quickly when we release new strategies because all our current clients want it. So if you are thinking that you want to get involved in this, it's best to contact us sooner rather than later.